Lovely. Our little cabin. Where's my phone? Pop you under there? Not really. Welcome to Phillip Island. Starting with some waffles before I head down to the circuit. This is episode 5 of Paddock Diary. Of the S5000 round 2, and it is Cooper Webster in pole position, fresh from the GB4 series, making his debut in the UK, and he's back after a couple of podiums there to grab pole. Won't lean on that. Another Joey Mawson win. Phillip Webster, his first pole, he was very happy, but Joey Mawson got him off the start, and that was that. Let's go find them.
S5000 smile says it all. Joey Mawson, congratulations.
Thank you very much, Stubbsy. That was a really good race.
Cooper, all right.
Thank you.
Another round, another podium. How are you feeling?
Pretty good. Yeah, another podium's always, a pretty good result. And of course, I'm a little bit disappointed with that because I did start on the first position and got pipped by Joey. But it just means we've got more work to do. And my part, hurt the start a little bit there, but I was pretty happy with the way, I pulled off second there. So I think, if I could have done, it could have been worse. Could have been Golding. I think had a few more seconds to push to pass, but I had enough of a buffer to stay ahead of him.
Yeah, and you're pitched pretty aggressively at the start. What was it? Was it just a lot of wheel spin or reaction? What kind of set you back off the start?
Yeah, I think it was just the wheel spin, and then the pitch off the line was because of the wheel spin. But in my head I was trying to get the best start I could and then squeeze Joey as much as I could for turn 1 because that's the way you stay ahead and through turn 1 and win the race. But so I made it hard for myself and I couldn't get it done.
All right. Well, you've gone to the UK, got to handful of podiums, you're back here, back on the podium, and it's onwards and upwards, right? So it's a top step from here.
Yeah, exactly. And we shouldn't, we should still be happy about that pole position in qualifying. It was my first pole and the team's first pole in S5000. So, it means we're doing the right stuff and means we're fast.
Yeah, tuning into the Joey Mawson show, I guess. How's it feel?
Yeah, really good. Obviously, we were hoping to finish top 2 in that race. We managed to get Cooper off the line, which was kind of plan A. Obviously, it's pretty difficult because he's probably one of the best starters in S5000. So I just managed to get him on the second phase with just minimising the wheel spin and getting the drive. And then from there, it was just managing the time, managing the push to pass. I had to burn up a lot of it on the restart because he was pretty much, ready to overtake. And then, I think I still had about 10 seconds left, which I used on the last lap and got fastest lap. So really good race. It was good to finally get a win at Phillip Island on raw pace. I tried to leave it late, which I probably wouldn't do again because it was pretty hot. Cooper got a good run, but obviously having 10 seconds at the end was good. I think pretty sure Cooper burnt all of his just before on that restart basically. So to have 10 seconds up our sleeve.
And you're christening the new race suit this weekend, is that it?
Yeah, indeed. I got a new race suit, new helmet, new gear. So thank you to Team 88 for getting me the new gear.
It's Sunday morning and 5 episodes, Tassie, Bahrain, Melbourne, Sydney, and now Phillip Island. And I think so far we have had sunny, warm weather every day. So this is a first. You can't really pick it up. I mean, you can off to the side of the road, but the fog this morning, this very, very misty conditions is a first for the Paddock Diary. Visibility is quite low, so they're waiting for the fog to burn off as race control goes around. So it looks like racing is set back by about an hour as the teams get warmed up in the cold conditions. top step. Yeah, you had him off the start. Restart was a bit difficult. Talk us through that one.
Yeah, the first start off the lights was bang on. Did exactly what I wanted to do and get into the lead. So I was pleased with that. And then, yeah, it was easy being out in front with the clean air. You know, you can just drive like you were in practice or in qualifying and not make any mistakes and you'll gap away. So that was really pleased about. And then the safety car, yeah, made it a little bit harder. But yeah, on his behalf, he made a mistake and broke the rules. So you know, he may not have got me down in the turn one if he had followed the rules. But yeah, I was happy with that result.
Yeah, and so you were saying you didn't know until you came around the final turn. Did you that there was the penalty and that you know you were going to be promoted into the lead? How did you find out?
Yeah, only on the last lap that I knew that. The lap before that, I kind of just tried to drive out of my skin to get the position back because I felt like it was a big mistake on my half that shouldn't have happened. But yeah, I did my best, but it's just so hard to follow. So once you get into the lead, it's, you know, plain sailing.
Cooper Webster in the lead off the start in race 2, and then Joey Mawson got him off the restart, but penalised. It was going to be a 5-second, and then it was a black flag at the end. So a bit of consternation there. So at the top, you had Cooper Webster, James Golding, Aaron Cameron. Cameron may be under investigation too, and yeah, a lot of frustration. Just next to me. Let's have a look. On this bridge, I don't think I could sleep, but somehow this possum is managing it. I hope it's okay, to be honest. Well, there it is, it's waking up, so it must like the noise and the heat and everything, or it's shit's scared and it doesn't want to leave.
Trophies have been presented, the awaiting media grabbing a photo.
Yeah, talk us through that one.
Yeah, unfortunately I didn't get the best start. Just on the second phase I got a lot of wheel spin. Obviously I tried to squeeze Cooper at the start and send her around the outside, but it didn't pay off for me today. There was marbles and it didn't work. So after that I was really just trying to push to keep up with him. I managed to slowly catch him at one point, but yeah, too many laps behind the dirty air. It's a difficult race, so now I know how much easier it is when you lead and you got clean air.
Yeah, Cooper was talking about the dirty air. I guess was that then the only chance, you know, to get him at the start? Otherwise,
yeah, pretty much.
Just trying to use the push to pass to recover from there.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I tried to use the push to pass to get closer. Obviously, I tried to leave a bit towards the end. If I had my time over again, I probably would have used a lot in one go to get close and really lunge and attack. But at the same time, it would have left me vulnerable at the end of the race. So yeah, the reality is it came down to the start.
Yeah, Cooper, congratulations. I was just trying to I was just trying to look back in the history book. Is that your first round victory, overall round victory in the S5000?
Overall, as in points, no.
No, yeah.
First
Feature race? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so I mean, big victory, big points haul. You're definitely in contention for the championship this year. Talk us through.
Thanks.
Talk us through this one. I guess the move at the start. You withheld the pressure and you're off to the races from there.
Yeah, exactly. I think the last race was just an accumulation of the things I didn't get right in the other two races. One with the start, and then one like during the race, like just not nailing the push to pass. But yeah, I just got a decent start. I don't think pole was as good as P2 for the launch, so I was happy to still be alongside Joey into turn one, and that was everything for the race. So I held my nerve down to turn one. He gave me a squeeze, but I wasn't backing out. It was on into turn one, and I came out in the lead.
Yeah, and I mean, you said after race 2, you need to be in the lead, right? You need to get that clean air, so that's what you did. And were you thinking about that in that moment? Were you thinking about how important it is to kind of hold that position to the front?
Yeah. Well, like once I got through turn 2 on the first lap, it was just about pulling it up for Honda on the inside, and when you do that, it's very hard for them to make a move. And then once I ticked that box of being in the lead for the start, it was onto the other box, and that was to not make any mistakes. So and obviously I ticked that box as well, and that was all I really needed to do once I got into the lead. And you use the push to pass smartly and not drain it, don't do anything silly, and once you're in the lead, it's a different world.
Well, congratulations, huge haul of points.
Thank you.
And we'll see you in Winton.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right.
Cool. Thanks.
Thank you. So there we go, 2 pretty busy interviews as we head back to pack up the end of the S5000 weekend. Yes, Cooper Webster coming out on top. He's now, I think, depending on who got fastest lap, he's 11 or 12 points behind Joey Mawson after, interesting weekend, good racing, really good racing up the front. So setting up a duel for the rest of the season, and he is the start of the next race. That's it, all over in